Alaska gargantuaner again. I want a bigger Alaska from this administration.
Marshmallows are great. Always. There we go. That's the MAGA hat I will wear. Marshmallows are great always.
My Aunt Gertrude assimilated.
Well, good on her for joining the Borg.
Yeah.
Someone's got
Pussy.
to.
Didn't have any willpower.
When we're at like Thanksgiving dinner and somebody asks her to pray, it's just resistance is futile. Prepared to be assimilated.
And then she's always trying to shoot shit out of the top of her hands.
Gertrude, I asked you to pass
Gertie.
the dressing.
Gertie, I just want the dressing.
There is no Gertie, only Borg.
I am Gertie of Borg.
Well, and she learns so
Resistance
fast that
is
she
futile.
stops handing us stuff.
You know, there's a really great way to freak her out, right? Just
How's
show
that?
her one of those infinity stare pictures. She's
yeah.
gonna get fucked.
She's done.
That's like how they killed the Borg. This
Look-
picture is
look at
impossible.
this.
We can't figure this out. Humans have bested us.
Borg, where is the beginning and end of a sphere?
Is that why they fly around in a cube?
It could be.
It could be. Though, it's probably just because
It's badass.
it's more efficient to just have a big square.
What if
I did
it's-
see a really cool thing. I didn't realize that Jay's Seating Hobby had a store in West Des Moines. And when I looked it up, because my kids and I were just wanting to get out of the house. Well, I wanted to get out of the house, and they were like, oh, let's go to the store. Yay!
Ooh, buddy.
So we went to Half Price Books to see if they had some books that I wanted. They didn't. So we're like, all right, I'll go look for the Half Price or the Jay Seating Hobby, which I thought was in Valley West. And they said when I Googled it, it was in there. And I was like, well, it's supposed to be right here, but maybe it moved. Because, I mean, you know, it was supposed to be right off of Yonkers, which is closing.
Right.
Rip.
And so we walked all the way around the whole entire store, whole entire mall, and I was like, well, it's not here. And then so it's the one section over, one exit off of 235.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually like that location better than the Southeast 14th. The Southeast 14th is bigger, but this one I think is nicer.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, the Southeast 14th one is like, here's
kinda-
stuff.
Yeah. And it's a ton of stuff. But the cool thing that was making me think that is because the Borg ship, and they have the section, and it's not. I can never remember what it's called for Star Trek, but it's where they have their ships. It's like the Star Wars battles, where you have all the different ships you can
Oh,
buy.
yeah.
And they have the actual Borg cube, but it's huge. And it's like
I think it's called
100
X-Force.
That could be it. I can never remember. But either way, they had the Borg cube, and I thought that was super cool, but it was also like $200.
Worth it.
Yeah.
it.
Worth
Buy
every
it.
fucking penny.
But I also wanted to talk about, since this is our Afternoon Delight pre-bite Friday, drops at 12:01, usually.
Should.
Just in
Sure.
time for your lunch.
That's right. That I went on vacation last week, 2 weeks ago, probably whenever this drops, 2 or 3 weeks. Sometime in the near distant past, I was on vacation. And
You have a way with words, David.
and I was
There was a time I was once upon a time on vacation.
that my brother-in-law and I, because my parents took me and I think it was supposed to be just me and my family, but then my sister was able to get off of work, so she was like, hey, do you mind if we come, because she had 4 kids and her husband, all that kind of stuff. So we're like, yeah, let's just all go. Had fun, went to Legoland and Sea Life and the zoo. And
So I've got to say, David, the pictures you posted of Legoland
uh-huh.
leave so much to be desired.
Yeah, you can't post a
Legoland-
picture of these kids. No Legos.
Yeah, I didn't see
hell?
any like cool Lego
Hey,
structures.
get those
just
kids
like-
out of the way. I'm
Because
joking.
the Legoland was trying to herd, cats. Because it was
Oh.
my son wanted to go on. They have this. The only cool thing, several cool things, but the coolest thing that my son liked was they had a little. It's not a roller coaster, but it's just a little thing on tracks, and you can shoot a light gun to save the princess, and you get points for shooting stuff. And
Oh, that's cool.
so he loved that. I liked it. I thought the rest of it was really gross because it's just a bunch of loose Lego pieces that tiny little kids spread their germs on. And I was like, just don't touch anything. Let's
Oh
just
no!
That's
go.
how sticky they are.
It's just like a big daycare.
It is. It was. But so anyway, my brother-in-law and I really wanted to go to just some game shops to see, and so we went to just a few because I didn't. They had a Warhammer store, but I was like, I know what a Warhammer store is going to look like. I want to go, or I mean, a Games Workshop. I want to go to kind of the hole-in-the-wall places that have
Yeah.
just random everything.
Just like a LGS, a local
Yeah.
game store.
Yeah. And so we went to one, and I can't remember what the first one was called, but it's kind of a smaller shop. Had a cool little vibe to it. My brother-in-law bought 2 games because he got Arkham Horror because they had like a 25% off sale on all board games, and then they had a floor display model of some Star Wars game that was like 50% off. So he's like, go for it.
Arkham
And
Horror.
Arkham Horror is really fun.
I want to play it really bad.
Yeah. And so then, anyway, we went to another place called Tabletop Gaming. This is the coolest place. I think I put pictures up on 30 Nerdy.
Yeah.
And, I mean, literally those rows, there's those 2 rows, and they're just full of every board game that you could ever think of, want to look at, and then they had tons of Warhammer stuff. They had,
But
like,
did they have
every-
My Little Pony Scrabble?
I am sure that if I took time to look for it, I could probably find it in that store.
Now, was it just those 2 like hallways you posted, or was there more to it?
No, there. So you walk in, and then off to the right is of course, just the registers and stuff like that. So there's that little L shape where there's just board games. Then there's board games all the way down. Board games on the second row. Third row starts like the miniatures and all that kind of jazz, with just different stuff. Like there's the Star Wars, the Star Trek stuff. Then on the so there's only 4, but it's a pretty deep store.
Yeah.
Now, did you get a look-see at any Magic deals?
I did not. I don't know if they didn't seem to have a ton of Magic stuff out, but I think that was more up towards the front, and I was looking down the aisles. But
It's like the impulse buy stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll buy a pack of cards.
Hey, I'll go ahead
Look at
and
a
buy
fat
a
pack.
$400
Yeah.
Mana Barb.
Yeah.
Why not?
But the game room was the coolest thing, and I didn't take pictures of this, but there was lots of people in there, so I wanted to be like, oh, I'm just taking pictures of you people. But I mean, it was like
I'm
hard.
going to put you on my
No,
podcast.
just be like, I work for the
Facebook."
paper. Stand still.
But hardwood chairs, not plastic tables. I mean, like nice chairs too, not like beat up, raggedy old. Oh, we got this from somebody's
School.
front yard
Yeah.
that they were going to throw out. I mean, it was the nicest game room I have ever seen, and it was full. I mean, it wasn't just like 2
Well,
random
wow.
nerdy, sweaty dudes.
It's not like, we have much to base off of here in
Yeah, I mean, but
Central Iowa.
as opposed to going to, what is it? Not Jay's.
Mayhem.
Which I love Mayhem. It's
I do-
really fun.
I'm sure.
That's kind of what I was poking about. Is just
Yeah.
it's not like we have much to judge after because Mayhem's kind of just like a small hole in the wall.
Yeah.
well, I wonder.
But
if-
that's
if
what I
we
love
went to
about
the-
it, too.
If we went to the one in Ames, if there'd be more.
I heard
It-
that one of the names is beautiful.
It is. I've been there once, but I didn't go into the game room. But I assume being a college town, you'd have more of
Yeah.
a chance of seeing people into dumb nerd shit.
But yeah, it's
You're on a podcast called 30 and Nerdy, and you're calling it dumb nerd shit.
I'm joking, bruh.
Oh, okay.
but so that's kind of what I did for my vacation. I mean, we did the fun kid stuff, but I got to go out and do a little bit of my own
Have
stuff.
a David day.
Have a David
hour.
and Brian day. It was a couple of hours, and it was good. And then we went back to the hotel, got our kids in bed, then played Arkham Horror for like 3.5 hours, and barely scratched the surface.
How was that?
It was really fun. I was actually rolling really well, so it made it a lot of fun.
David rolling well? I don't believe it.
I think
It
what I
is
need to
Arkham
do,
Horror.
I think I need to get dice that do not have rounded edges. I seem to do better with those than with the rounded edge ones.
I could. Yeah, you get more bounce
But
opportunities.
Yeah,
I think that the maybe the rolling tends to be where I.
Well, it's
I know
because with the
I know it's
rounded
just all
edges,
odds.
what happens is you roll them, and then it'll sit there and it'll literally roll around the corners.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and a 1, fuck you.
Whereas the other time it's like, oh, I can't roll. You got a 6.
I thought that's why you were buying all those big old royal crap die.
No, I have some. I don't have any, but I could probably steal them from Luke because he got them from somebody who bought them from one of the casinos.
What you need to do is go.
But I
get
did
like
use
a,
those all the time when I went
tarot
over there.
reading. You need to get your chakras cleansed. Get blessed by all the shamans you can, and
Yes.
then go buy a pack of dice.
Yes. Very true. Very true.
But anyway, what have you guys been playing? What have you guys been doing?
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
Oh my God.
So much Destiny.
So Solstice of Heroes is still going. The month-long.
Solstice of Heroes.
The last hurrah of year 1, where you can get up to power level 400 if you're cool enough, dude, because that involves doing prestige raids.
He says cool enough.
No, I mean like actual 400, where all your weapons are as well.
Oh,
That's
okay.
prestige raid. But I'm on my 3rd character of 3 after about, oh my God, maybe 50, 60 hours of gameplay. The first, so you got what happens is you go back to your old green destroyed armor from the very first level when you got kicked off the ship by Gaul. And there's green, blue, and purple armor sets that you have to level up. And the grind is real.
Oh, God, it is.
It took me... I finished the green armor in one sitting in 14 hours. And then I don't know what they call it. You go to the tower, you hold X at a place, and it gives you new armor to do more stuff. And I did my Warlock first, and I'm like, okay, that's enough of that. And then I'm looking at
He was like, I'm never going to do it again.
Yeah,
And
then I'm looking at my Titan, which is the same Titan from Destiny 1 that I carried over. I'm like, fine, you deserve it too. I'll give you cool armor. So I got 2 characters with 400 armor, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm done. That was fun. My 2 favorite characters are...
and then he leveled a fucking hunter.
They're as max light as I can get them, and then I'm like...
Hunter is rough.
I still
At
got...
least for me.
I still
couldn't
got
do it.
2.5 weeks of this. Fuck. Fine, I'll do a hunter.
He should have just logged into my account at that point and been like, oh, well, Solstice of Heroes for my friend.
I can still do that after I get my hunter.
Yeah.
But I'm like about halfway done with my hunter on blue armor. Then she will be at 400 armor. I mean, it's been fun. It's been a long time since Destiny 2 was like something I'd want to sit down and put a large chunk of time into. And I'm glad it's gotten back to that point, at least for me. I understand if other people aren't like that.
Also, we finished up 2 songs for Giant Lord as well. So
I did vocals.
and they're fucking killer. He killed it.
It was,
Now, did you guys upload the songs?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They're on SoundCloud. You can listen to them now.
Go to our Facebook page.
Give us a like on Facebook and go to our SoundCloud. Listen to our songs. Darkness Rising, Something Ritual,
Sacred
Ritual,
and Clouds are the 3
and
we
Cloud.
have.
They're the big 3 songs that we currently have.
So Cloud is about the epic bong rip or whatever.
That
and
kills people.
Yeah, the Killer Bong Cloud.
Yep.
And what are the other 2 about?
The Sacred Rituals about killing Christians. It's just straightforward.
And then Darkness Rising is about Satan coming back and killing people.
We're really riding a straight line.
Yeah,
with
we're
it.
we're breaking new ground. Metal
I can
hasn't
tell.
seen this
Metal's
in a long
edge.
time.
We're taking metal to a place that hasn't been touched since 1981.
Yeah, I think Sabbath was the last person to write about Satan.
Yeah.
So get
It's-
ready.
So for me, it's kind of like when you listen to Ghost. It's just a fun, like, because everybody knows, like, I don't believe in any of it. So might
But,
as well
yeah.
just have fun with it.
But it's cool to sing about Satan because it's evil.
yeah, because like
Devil
you
music.
get the culture shock to people
Yep.
where they're like, what?
Yeah.
And it's fun.
I do feel like at a certain point that gets played out, like those bands that take it very, very seriously.
Gorgoroth.
I like all these bands that I'm about to mention, but they do take the Satan stuff pretty hard. Gorgoroth, Dimmu Borgir, Behemoth.
Behemoth really takes it serious.
Deicide. I don't know
Oh
if
my
they really
God.
sing too much about Satan.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So these bands believe in like God and
Oh,
the devil, or
so
just in-
Behemoth at least for sure believe, because I mean their songs are like, I believe in Satan, da 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 da. Satan will overpower God. Da,
Yeah.
da, da,
Now,
da,
if
da,
it's
da,
the
da.
literal Satan or if it's the Levian Satanism,
Yeah, which is
I'm
I'm not
sure.
100% sure. At least with Behemoth, I think it's pure Satan because in the book where he
none of that distilled Satan.
No,
What
no,
the-
yeah,
no.
pure
none of
Satan.
pure Satan.
Saturday morning
Pure
Satan.
crystal Satan.
Well, he wrote a book after he beat cancer, and he was all like, "Fuck that! God didn't help me. Satan helped me."
Hell yeah,
And but he talks about like, well, it's been a long time coming, but I never formally left the church, so he went and formally left his church, and that still made him more of an outcast than he already was.
Poland's weird, man.
Yeah, them Poles.
But like when you're playing heavy music, you're not gonna write about jumping in your convertible and taking your babe to the beach.
See, that was the thing that always is an odd thing for me. We're celebrating these great hair bands of the '80s, and these guys are amazing. They're so
Yeah,
and tough, and
every
all their
song's
song
about
is
getting
about,
your dick sucked,
just
Yeah.
as like Beach Boys, just in heavier. form.
which
It's
was
like,
also about getting your dick sucked.
Oh yeah, Beach Boys were definitely like,
it just feels like these are the nerds of high school. They just have long hair and look cool.
Oh, definitely,
we.
absolutely.
I definitely was that guy. I had long hair and I didn't look cool though. Everybody thought I was a. They said I looked like a lesbian trucker because I would wear flannel every single
Hey,
day.
you know what lesbian truckers are? Tough.
That's right. I wish I still had my school ID. There's like one where like my hair's about the same length as it is now, maybe just a little bit longer, and I'm wearing like a denim overshirt with a white shirt, and and I really look like a straight like I'm gonna lick your pussy.
While
Lesbian.
smoking a Marlboro.
But yeah, that's what we've been doing. At least for me, Destiny 2 and Giant Lord stuff has been occupying a lot of my time.
Yep. Looking for a job. I got one lined up.
We're at
Casey's.
Doing scrubbing floors.
like at the corporate.
Yep.
That's not too bad.
Honest work.
I think I had a friend because I really wish I had something like that sometimes, just because I enjoy being.
I'm
doing things by
actually
myself and-
I have it set up to where I can take that job if we can find someone to watch Lola from 6 until whenever KJ gets off work. But they would have to go to the Casey's and pick up my kid because they have in-home daycare.
What do you mean, like in?
Yeah, they have corporate daycare.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That is awesome. But the only thing I don't really like is that it's weird days off, which at this point beggars can't be choosers.
Uh huh.
And it's what I wouldn't call it third shift, kind of a swing shift, 4:30 to
It's
1.
second
Yeah.
shift.
Second,
Yep.
which I'm fine. I live that now.
Yeah, and I mean, the nice thing is you don't have to really deal with a lot of the corporate people.
That's what I
'cause,
was thinking.
I mean,
I
the
don't-
higher ups, because they're going to be gone by 4:30 in the afternoon.
Because if
mostly.
anyone listening to this knows me, I don't like suits or authority. So as many of
He's-
those people
stick it
that
to
are
the man.
He's
Yeah.
really, really got an issue with authority.
If you can think of anybody, since we're in the 30 and nerdy group of age group that we're,
Yeah.
I'm
We-
assuming
we-
that some people, our demographic is probably maybe wide.
We got
even though
the
it's very
demo covered
small.
here.
But most of us hopefully will know what I'm talking about. Is the Breakfast Club? He is, and I can't think of his name now, but the one who wears like the weird
Jughead.
couch cushion coat with the fingerless gloves and raises his fist at the end of the movie.
Oh, the cool one.
That's Brady.
yeah.
Who gives his
Yeah.
earring to the girl,
Yep.
the pretty prom princess.
Molly Ringwald.
Molly Ringworm.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What a
God
played
bless-
out
No,
joke.
God bless Molly Ringwald.
No, she was beautiful.
Yeah, he might be. He sounds a little bit cooler than I am.
No, you're pretty cool.
Hey, what's up, guys?
But let's go ahead and end it on that note. Before we have to keep sucking Brady's wiener over here.
What else do you like about me? How about my hair?
Not your
But I-
pee-pee wiener rod.
I don't blame you.
But what I've been working on or doing is, besides going on vacation, was I have been playing through Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Woo!
Beat the first half of it.
Now you gotta
Now I
flip
get
it.
to do the inverted castle, and I hate doing the inverted castle because it's just I enjoy order, and I enjoy like when I used to work at the gas station, I would make sure the desk was clean. I'd have all the papers kind of just maybe not like everything is absolutely pristine, but everything had a place and it looked nice before I left.
Yeah.
And I just hate the way the castle because it's inverted. It's just all upside down, and I hate it. It just give me the
Does it make
upside
your
down
palms-
castle.
Is
Give
it
me the
worth it? Let me work it. Take it down, flip it up, and reverse it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then give me the reverse castle first, and then I can play the second half of the game being really powerful in a normal castle.
Can't have your cake and eat
Yeah, I
it too.
know.
Them
I can too.
cakes.
And then the other thing I've been doing is catching up on all the Marvel cinematic universe, and I think I have caught up on most of it. There's a few stragglers in the middle that I kind of missed, so I need to hit up Luke and be like, "Hey, can I borrow some of your DVDs?" Even though I've never given you stuff back that I borrowed before, he'll let me do it.
Yeah.
He loves me.
It's dumb. Don't let David borrow. You'll never see it again.
But we had a full episode about that, didn't we?
We did. We're
Time
probably
travel?
actually gonna have 2 episodes. About
Oh
that.
my god.
But since we're recording the Afternoon Delight before that episode, you'll get to hear that episode, one of them, before this one.
Here you go.
This is the way that time travel works, people.
Hey, what's up to the people from the past?
My brain hurts and I think I'm having a nosebleed now.
My belly itches.
But with that, I think we're going to end this Afternoon Delight. My name has been David.
Brady.
AJ.
Wonderful afternoon.